What is up? We're having more vehicle issues, believe it or not. First, we're getting some lunch at Jack in the Box, and then we need to swap out a water pump. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I did manage to buy $200 in tools. I bought a whole ass toolkit this time, and I'm renting a clutch fed toolkit from O'Reilly's. I'm not looking forward to it, but welcome. Follow along with the journey and laugh at me as I hate my life doing this. So let's dive into it. Hey, so I bought a toolkit. I bought some antifreeze. I bought the water pump. I bought pretty much everything that we're gonna need. And I went and popped the hood and found out that I don't have the updated hose clamps, so I had to go buy pliers. But now we should be ready to dive into this and get it done fairly quick. And now that I have tools, like an actual tool set, kinda, sorta, we should be able to do a little bit of our own fixes here. Good news, I got my dog registered as a emotional support animal, so I can find a place to rent. All right, so I went ahead and did this not on video because it sucked ass. It is doable. I rented this toolkit. You put bolts in these holes on the pulley down in here, and then you can hold it, or stick your wrench on, smack it with a hammer a few times, and eventually it will pop it loose. I thought I was never gonna get it, and would you look at that? Okay, so now we got the shroud out. There's 4 bolts holding it in. One here, one there. Same on the other side, one there, and one there. This tank really sucked to get off. The other one came off really easy. It's sitting right here. So next we're going to go ahead and pop this hose off after we take our belt off. I'm not real sure how to mount you guys, but we're gonna go ahead and try this. So I have all the bolts out of the water pump. Next is this clamp down here. And I'm gonna need 2 hands, so bear with me. And just like that, we have a water pump out. This is my Airbnb, actually. We didn't make it to a parking lot. I mean, we would've. We were in 100 of them today, but... So, we'll go ahead and use a little bit of RTD just to glue the gasket on so I don't have to fight putting all these bolts in. Top hose in first, and then we'll get the bolts in. And we'll get this hose on, and then we should be ready for the shroud, fan, and then the 2 tanks. We should be good. I am using the water pump so I know where the bolts go, because that's the last thing I want to do is figure out where all these bolts go. Oh, I also got to get that tube out for the heater. And then the new O-ring for in here. Okay, so we're gonna take our little channel locks here. And I'm just trying to roll it a little bit so I can get that O-ring to come out. But it's not working real well. Now it's starting to come. And you just want to be easy with it. Just real nice and gentle. And we'll re-grip it. We're not gripping tight. It doesn't have to be tight by any means. But that's all we're looking for. This little tiny O-ring right here. We're going to replace it and stick it in the new one. Not bad for a side of the road / parking lot mechanic. Okay, so got our tube in. It's important to lube your O-ring. Okay, so I got 2 bolts started. This is 90% of the way on. I gotta finish finagling it, but I'm gonna put the rest of the bolts in, and I gotta charge my phone for a second so we can keep videoing. Water pump in, heater hose in, bottom radiator hose in, serpentine belt back on. Next is the shroud, the fan, the 2 tanks, and we are done. All right, so we are all the way back together. we are going to fill the radiator up with coolant till it's full, and then we'll start the truck, let it run for a little while, and then we'll get all the air and stuff out of it. I'm not sure how much we saved. Not enough to fill it, I'm sure. Oh, I'm trying to save the environment as much as I can, but it's not that easy. So we're just gonna fire it up, which means I gotta move my phone because you're resting on a pulley. All right, sheet is back together. Made a little bit of a mess, not too crazy. That's it. We got the water pump changed on the side of the road. Luckily, it lasted long enough for me to get places. I will catch y'all in the next either A, breakdown, or B, journey. We got the dog situation mostly figured out, so now I can try to go rent an apartment. So we should be able to move on to the next step now. So that's all I got. I'll catch y'all in the next one.